Yo,
What's good? It's your boy, Truth.
it's your boy, Tron Page.
And you already know, man, we got a special guest on the show today. My boy, Sugar Hill's finest, Niti. Talk to him.
You know the drill, Sugar Hill, we here. Me
Yes,
the original, follow me on Instagram and Twitter.
Okay,
Yeah.
putting the plugs in early.
So you know, usually when I do the show, Tron know I be having a whole outline of shit I want to talk about. But being that we all engage with each other on Instagram, Facebook, and all that shit, I be saying my little jokes and shit. You be chiming in and all that shit. So I'm like, yo, we gonna treat this like the Facebook session.
That's
You
a
feel me?
fact.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
That's how we gonna do it.
yeah, we're gonna do it just like that. But before we even get into that, though, you know, we're gonna let everybody know your background. You know, what started you into music and entertainment. You're a parent as well, so we're gonna talk about parenting and co-parenting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Cause I asked you about co-parenting before,
Yeah.
and you told me about how that shit worked
Yeah.
out. So and I'm going through similar shit. So
That's a fact. Alright.
we treat Truth or Tron podcast like a therapy session. You feel me? So like each one teach one. We all here to heal and grow. You know what I'm saying? And heal each other. As black people in the community, we deal with the same shit, the same traumas. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we gonna set the tone for this episode. So
Alright.
go into it. We already know your name is Niti. So what started you into music? The reason why I asked that because shit could be differently. Like for me, my cousin put me on a song and then I ended up being a rapper.
I know. I just thought it was it started out writing, like I be in the back of the class bored, like I probably got like my high school notebooks where I would just, writing whatever came to mind, like nothing too serious, but just putting words together. Or I just, during the LimeWire days, just download industry beats, whatever song was hot at the time, try to go over it, just practice it. A few people, that I looked up to, like, the HMV thing, so, Triz, Slim. I was like, I admired them doing their music thing at the time, coming up. Some other few people from 51st, Marville, they influenced me at...
That's your block?
Yeah, still around there, so... they influenced me, but it also started I just got a good ear for music. I love good music. I can't deny good music.
But you kind of started like later on into it, like when everybody was doing it, like then you started like a little later on, or was you like always like in it, but then you just started to getting your buzz up, and that's how it was, right?
Yeah, that's what it was when I came home in 2011. They was like, yo, you should, give the music shit a shot, I dropped my first mixtape in 2013, The Garden.
That's what had like the Knicks theme cover
Yeah,
and all that.
you remember. So and I was just learning the ropes, doing shows, trying to, selecting original beats, shopping for beats. I was on the internet. I made my first Twitter, my first email. Like I said, I was just trying to connect the dots. I'm still learning how to connect the dots. Only difference is, I'm just in the studio a little bit more. My penmanship just got a little bit better from the time I started till now.
Yeah, you actually do make some dope music. And I see like, one thing I like about you is the fact that like you really invest in your visuals. Like you don't just like, I'm gonna just put some bull crap visual out there. Like you make sure like, the presentation is everything. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so the presentation is really dope. So I really admire that. What type of people are you influenced by musically? Whether, like we already mentioned, like the people from our hood, like the Harlem Everydays and stuff. But anybody in the industry that really just made you be like, yo, this is how I'm gonna do it. This is how I'm gonna go about pursuing my shit.
Push, that's probably one of my favorite artists. You feel me? Very underrated. Meek. He's another one. We've been watching him since YouTube days, when he was on his little battle scene with the Joey Jahards and, and the Philly cats that was doing their thing, they little one is into. Hove, of course, Coach Carter, that's what I call him. I can't forget about him.
It's the coach right there.
Yeah, the Black album is one of my favorite albums. I know from the intro to the outro,
What's your favorite, what's your top 3 Hove albums?
The Black album, #1. I kind of like Magna Carta, Holy Grail, A lot of people, it went over a lot of people's head, but I liked it. And 444, like that set the tone.
Yeah, for me, it gotta be, I say, the Blueprint 1 album.
Yeah.
That'd be my top joint. and then I go with 444. Like that's the type of bag I'm in right now. Like like that mentality. So that, and then I'll say Black Album as well too.
Yeah, that was
like
dope.
the production and everything.
Everything.
It was just dope on that joint. Like you can see
The Fades in Black documentary, all that.
Yeah,
Everything,
it's
the way you
crazy.
put that together was just, you feel me, like,
Yeah.
we might not get that again. So, we just gotta cherish that.
I wonder, like, what kind of albums he'll make, like, going forward. Like, we heard the 444. I want to know if he would stay in that bag or.
I hope he do.
Really?
I mean, he pushing 50, and not too many people or too many guys his caliber that's actually, that's still active and doing what he's doing.
Yeah, we needed that album though.
Yeah.
We definitely needed that album. I still play it every day, all the time. Like every day I play that joint. I like the joint that he did when Blue did the Blue freestyle, and then went to We Are Family joint. I like that shit.
Yeah,
I think it was like the bonus tracks on that.
Yeah, it is.
That was like
he showed growth.
Yeah.
Like I said, you listen to his music from the time whenever you started listening to him, even if you're listening to Reasonable Doubt to now, it's just like his growth.
Yeah.
He's talking about different things as he transitions, 444, which is really like family. He's dropping, about generational wealth, black economics. He's telling you things if you actually listen.
Yeah.
So it ain't just about, him being the man or, at the top tier of the rap game right now as far as, his business moves and, helping other artists out,
Yeah.
So
Usually, with that album, he did a lot of the music in his house, recording in his house. And I see big studios are starting to fade away.
yeah.
So are you one of those artists that still say, you know what, big studios, this is the way, I'm just sticking with recording at a bigger studio?
Actually, I started the first time I ever recorded was in a basement. And then, once, like I said, started picking up the pieces, other people was like, yo, I got the studio in my crib. I started going to people's cribs, recording and all that, but like I said, at that time it was just like, alright, I'm still learning. Then I got introduced to Gian being them down by Madison Square Garden. That was my first time even being in a big studio. So, I built my relationship with them. He helped me with my first tape, and that's forever love. So we got
that kind of makes sense too. The project of the name of your project.
That's why I got it from you. Feel me? Because the window was right there. So but he helped me out. He taught me a lot.
Where you recording now? Because Hitman Studios is no longer.
Yeah, I know. It's all the way in Long Island now. I know he managed one in Long Island.
Yeah.
I record at Music Works on 91st and Broadway.
Oh, yeah.
So they pretty dope. My engineer that I was working with, he's dealing with Sony right now, so he moved back out to LA. Cinematic. He got a couple of artists that's on right now, but he's more into the pop and R&B thing. But I loved how he made me sound. He enhanced my sound. He helped my growth as well. And he's just doing his thing in LA. I'm still in contact with him, because he's working with Stargates right now, production on Sony LA. So,
Would you consider learning how to engineer on your own and just setting up and just perfecting your sound on your own the way to how you would like it? Because I feel like as an artist, we always have this battle back and forth with engineers because we have our idea how we want to sound in our head, and sometimes it's hard for an engineer to execute it exactly the way we want to. I feel like the solution to that would be learning how to get it ourselves. So would you ever put the time in and be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just get some pieces of fucking studio mic condenser, pop filter, studio monitors, set up on a little table with and get my vocals right? Would you ever consider doing that shit?
I would. I just think that'll take when you got nothing but free time to learn that. Like I said, but for the most part, it's more of it's you know what you want, and the engineer is just there to help you build it. And I just feel because we're in that digital age, and everybody got that auto tune sound, that studio magic. A lot of people sounding what they don't really sound naturally. So I'm kind of still used to that organic sound. Our voices change as we grow and as time go by. But and a little bit of studio magic, with a little twist and all that.
Yeah, a little bit of it.
Do you feel like the auto tune is taken away from the feeling of the music?
Not necessarily. I just feel like it's about substance and the content of it. You feel me? Like, so it's like a lot of people, for example, I mean, I'm sure you listen to music, and a lot, not to take away from nobody, you know, because like I said, you can't deny a great song. If it's a fire song, it's fire, you know? So it's like, it's a hit or miss. But like I said, like, sometimes I go to the studio and I might have my song a certain way and I want it formatted a certain way. And the engineer might want to put a little bit of auto-tune or too much, and I'm like, nah, like, you know, it kind of takes away, you know, but now if we just sitting there, we just vibing out, and, you know, we tweaking with it and trying to figure it out, and so we come across something, and that's different, I might be like, yo, go back to that sound, you feel me, as far as the filters and whatever it is, you gotta add on to it.
I was one of those artists that, you know, always trying to figure it out, like, you know, so I dibble and dabble in little sounds and shit and try it out. And I just came to the conclusion, like, you know what, nothing beats just the, you know, organic feel of just you being who you are, and like, and how people like accept your music. So I just recently just went back to like what I usually used to do, and that's just like, you know, just rap.
Yeah, that's it. That's
so rapping niggas.
Like I said, you can't deny good music, but me, I'm big on substance and content.
Yeah, me too.
You know, so if I feel like you got a story to tell and how you deliver and how you carry yourself, it's all about character too. Like, you know, because most people, they get behind, you know, the board or whatever it is, the mic, and then it's like a character, you know, it's not like who you are. So it's like, I want to know you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to know you. Like, even, you know, regardless of what you talk about, how you talk about it, I just want to know you. Like, I want to listen to you to the point where you let me in on something personal that, you know, that you just share with the world. Like, Future is one of the people, like, I like too as well. Because although he sticks to his sound, but if you really listen to him, he's telling you things.
Shit.
You know, he's actually telling you things. Like,
listen to him, like, he talk about all that,
everything you want to hear right now. It could be ignorant, it could be, yo, I don't want to hear that, da-da-da, he ain't no real rapper, this sounded thorough, he do his trap, but it's like I said, he's telling his story how he want to tell his story, but it's up to you to listen. If you're listening to how I'm listening to it, he's actually telling you something, you know? Like, one of my favorite projects from was 56 Nights. You know? Because, like, I bet we went to Dubai for a vacation to perform and all that. My DJ get locked up for weed and all that. So now, in the midst of all that, me waiting for you, we come together with a project. You know, even though I might have had some songs, you know, recorded, but it was just like, that's just how it played out. That's probably, like, one of his best projects, you know? So it was dope, like I said.
So, like, what would you say is your biggest challenge in this shit though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? For me, it's mainly like, you know, it's a money game. You know what I'm saying? So the bigger the budget, the best, you know, you wanna go with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So do you struggle with the same shit, or is it just like
I got different struggles now. Like, now it's more about me assembling a team, because it's not like I'll take whatever sacrifices, whatever hits and stuff I gotta do. Like, you know, pay for whatever video. If it costs $1,000, I'm gonna pay for that. If it take for me to rave, I'm gonna go get it. Like, you feel me? That's what I want. Like, you know. So, like I said, but it's also you know, you gotta have a strong team behind you, a foundation, and they gotta see that you want it, and they gotta want it with you. You know, I got a few, maybe 3 or 4. You know, but when I look at other people who doing their thing, I'm just like, oh damn, like, you know. What is it that I'm missing? I try to learn from, you know, they settings and the way they set up with their situations and all that, you know, just.
And when you say team, like, you just basically mean like, is the people around you, or they play particular roles? Like, what roles do you envision this team to play?
You know, like I said, like, if it's 10 of us and, you know, we going to whoever the artist is, if I'm the artist, if it's 10 of us going to the show and I know a video costs $1,000, like, you know, sometimes it should be talks like, yo, listen, we all gonna put up 100, that's $1,000. You know, that'll get a lot of stuff out the way. If somebody feel like they want to put up 300 just to, for marketing and PR, whatever, like blog placements, whatever it is, you know, somebody could take they role on that. You know, like I said, it's all about
like these days though, everybody wants to be
the rapper,
and that's exactly what it is, you know.
Capital Mob, you know, that's my team, right? And basically, it's just a collective. This was the vision of Capital Mob, right? Because what I started to notice is that there was a lot of people around me, like, you know, my daughter, my newborn daughter, her mom is a photographer, so I seen that, and then I seen so many other people around me that was doing different things. So I'm like, yo, We just gonna be a collective of, you know, creatives come together and we push each other. Like, so you don't necessarily have to, like, you know, put up money and stuff for me, but if you are, like, you know, a fucking painter and you got like the Art Basel somewhere down in Soho, that's the event you fucking with. Like, we all of us
we mobbing.
We going.
If I got the show at SOBs, you the painter, you the photographer, you this and that, we all just mobbing to my shit. So that's was the intent, but it ended up being like just what you said. Your idea of a team ended up being that. Ended up being like just a bunch of niggas that, you know, I work with or, you know, be around. They started just mobbing in my shows and stuff like that. But what ended up happening, even Tron know, all of them turned rappers after a while. All of them.
I mean, it's easy now. Like I said, like the cadence of rap is just like so watered down now. Like you could get on there and whatever it is you talking about. And you got some people who actually could rap, like really take their time and really, you know, put thought to what they're saying. Like, all right, let me do this, like, you feel me? Like, chips at the table, nobody playing poker. And I put that on my Costa Nostra. You feel me? Like,
it's like simple, right?
And I don't know, like I said, like, it's just too easy. Every day I look up and somebody new, like, know this, know that. I be looking like, damn, you want to rap now too? And I just be scratching my head like, this only gonna get harder and harder for me.
I know why there's so many rappers though. I know why, because I've been in both worlds. Like, I've been in an era where, like, you know, Tron could say the same. You know what I'm saying? We've been in an era where we had to actually be out with 200 fucking mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? And pass some shits out, put them shits in Cap USA. You know what I'm saying? Go back to Cap USA, see if we could, you know, yo, if you could, what you sold.
And you know what's so crazy? It wasn't even that long ago.
It was
only like 10 years ago,
and I say that was the struggle with me also. Because when I came in, I only had like a year or two doing that, the grind outside, and then we just end up transitioning to the Twitter and everything else. So it was like, so when I felt like I mastered, you know, getting my name out there and doing everything I'm supposed to do. Because I really grinded out, like trying to tell you, like, the same story with you. I was like, you know, infatuated by, you know, Tron, Slim, and everybody too. So I was trying to get, you know, hitting them up like, yo, what y'all think, da da da. You know what I'm saying? So how I made noise, I ran into, you know, Taylor Made, who was producer for everybody in the hood, and he did my whole project. And I just got that shit printed up. I had like fucking 200 copies. I was selling some, I was giving some away. And then, like, it took like probably a month trying to tell you, like, cause he seen the shit, like, from when I hit him up to when that nigga started knowing who Truth was. You know what I'm saying? Shit was literally like a month, like. But I just knew I had that grind in me. And with this social media era, like, I feel like I had to learn that shit. When I felt like I mastered this shit, I had to learn, like, I just recently started learning how to do, you know, ad campaigns and Instagram, you know, ads and shit. Learning how to really do it, because everybody don't know how to do it. It's easy to do. You could put $10 on a campaign, but you don't know how to reach 1 million people.
You have
I learned how to do that shit. Like, I learned, like, just testing it out, like putting 10 on it. Damn, this shit only reaching 6,000. Damn, how niggas be reaching 1 million with a small budget? How do you do it? But I realized, like, you have to be very precise with your target. Some niggas, when you got that bar that say from 13 to 68, some niggas would be like really hype, like, oh yeah, I want everybody to see my shit. So they put everything wide range. They put like, oh, I want from 17-year-olds to 68-year-olds and see this video. They put like fucking 50 cities. So now it's like, this is a computer. So now you fucking ramming shit. It's like, who do I target? You gotta put shit focused. Now I'm gonna put the gym out there, so whoever watches, they can just take this shit. I'm gonna give them the tools. Like, what you do when you do that shit, you make everything short. So if you got like what's the song that you had when you was in the rave and all that? What's that?
East Coast Flow.
East Coast Flow, right? From the title, we know it's just like on some, it's East Coast type shit. You know what I'm saying? So what you would do is like, you would say, okay, cool. I'm gonna do these regions. You know, I'm gonna do the 5 boroughs, and anything that's close to the city of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Then you might go to the DMV, and then you stop at Atlanta. That's the furthest you go south. And you just stick to those. You stick to those 5, 6, or maybe even 8 cities. You stick to those the most. You don't go past that. So now you keep everything tight range. You say, okay, who am I talking to? What's my audience? Most people want everybody to see it. Nah, fuck it. I know the 18-year-olds fuck with this, or maybe the 21-year-olds may fuck with this, and then they're gonna stop at 35. Then you do it like that, boom. Then you just keep going down. What kind of character they got? They got hobbies and interests. What kind of people may be interested in this type of shit? You may say like, you know, hip hop. This, like you do like 5 of those, and then I guarantee you by the time you finish, that shit probably gonna be like 4 million, like when you see it, cause they always calculate how much people would be able to see this piece of content.
It's a number game.
Yeah,
like, you know?
And then it'll be like, for $10 you could reach like 4 million.
Now you can, you know, and you could put $1 a day, like you feel
$1
me, like depending on how you know break it down. I mean, I did it, I tried it, but like I said, I'm still learning because Instagram is really a tool, like you know, and if you learn how to use it the right way, you could go next level.
It's
like,
all algorithms.
Anything.
It's all algorithms. I always tell people that, and even like how you follow, that even plays a fact. Because if you following so much people and you post something, and then it's like a certain amount of people only seeing your shit because you following so much. You know what I'm saying? And that's fuck up your algorithms. And the algorithms is based off of, you know, who who engaged with the kind of content that you post. That's how you end up on that's not sponsored, on the what's the name of that page?
The Explore page.
The Discover. That's how you end up on that. Like, so what I did, I had to keep it 100. I said, listen, I done unfollow like thousands of people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just kept it like tight range. Like the people I know that really engage with my content. I just kept those particular people. And then when I did that, I started to see like every time I post, it'd be like 100 or something likes. This and that, like 300, 400 views. Man, I started like just off a post, not even on no campaign shit. That's just regular. You know what I'm saying? I started to see more people see my posts more because I didn't have so much, you know, clutter around, you know. My Instagram.
It's cool, like you know, and also with your page, like your content too. You know,
content.
like I'm learning how to be consistent. So you know, like right now I'm just recording and I'm just holding on the songs and buying artwork and stuff because it's like. The moment I actually be like, all right, I'm ready, and I got at least 3 to 5 songs lined up, I'm flooding. So it's gonna be like, yo, this is one song, he dropped this, I'm giving maybe a week or 2, you know, he put out another song, I might put out a visual with it, and I'm just try to keep that same pattern.
So quick question, where you see yourself in the next 5 years as far as your career?
Right now I'm learning how to, I'm working on an LLC, how to run a label, you know. Actually dealing with a lawyer right now that's trying to teach me the ins and outs of how to get, you know, the proper copyrights, trademarks, you know, because right now that's another thing too. Like basically you want to cover all bases before, just in case if they was to ever, you know, come to you with a negotiation or a deal, and just like you will have more of an advantage in a contract, you know. So it's like, you know, like A&R told me before, like, you know, you get what you negotiate, not what you deserve. So it's just like, here you are, they offer you 10 million. Can you really budget out 10 million? Like, that don't mean go crazy buying a whole bunch of frivolous shit that you know, and then you don't put nothing into your project. You put 30,000 into your project, you know, like, hold on, like, you know, that's just, it don't make sense.
That's why it's like you said earlier, it's important to build your team. It's good to do that now. Get some producers, get video directors, get them on board now, so that way, when you do get that big budget, you don't gotta spend that much money.
You know, you already came to them prepared.
And you already got your sound, you got your look, you already know that. What you want to sound like, what you want to look like. And when the money come, all you gotta do is just pass it to them.
That's all. That's it. You know?
Stack some so you can be able to recoup, because you know you gotta recoup. Get that, you know what I'm saying?
Like I was telling this one dude, he was like, you know, I guess he reached out to somebody and the team was like that the artist is charging 50,000 a verse, but I'm just like, if you have 50,000, think about it, like in your position right now, would you give him 50,000 just for a couple of seconds of a 16? Like, is it worth it? Like, you gotta think about what is it you're gonna get out of that 50,000? Like, you know, cause most like the first time I ever paid for a feature, you know, and I did my first tape, like that wasn't even, the feature wasn't even the top 5 songs that everybody liked. It was cool, you know, because it showed like, all right, you know, I'm trying to do it the right way. Like, he's going the right route. But, you know, when people was giving me feedback, it's like, that song wasn't even mentioned. So I was just like, damn, like, I paid this guy for a verse, and they even, I was hype about it. Like, oh, yeah, I got him on the tape. And it was just like, you know, they, you know what I mean? Like, nah, I like this, y'all fuck with this. Like I like this, and I'm just scratching my head, like, yo, what the, like, I just paid him for a verse. Nobody, you feel me? Like, y'all don't like this song? Like, you feel me? And then I learn, like, you can't force this, you know, you can't force the song on people. People gotta gravitate to whatever they can, you know, naturally.
That's definitely a fact, man. That's definitely a fact. I love the background story, man. We definitely gonna get more into that. We gonna get into our regular shit that we're gonna get into. You know what I'm saying? So before you get even deep into that, like I definitely want to talk about if you open to speak about it, just like like how you co-parent. You know what I'm saying? As a father, crazy thing. I ended up me and his son just off of not even knowing that was his son is crazy.
Yeah,
like
go to school.
I work in the
That's
schools.
fine.
Yeah, it's crazy. But so like how do you co-parent? What challenges do you face when co-parenting, and then how do you I would say avoid conflict when you're co-parenting.
Like I said, I know sometimes it be a petty battle at times, because I'm looking at the bigger picture. Like we got a whole kid to raise,
Facts.
but for the most parts, like when it's crunch time to come to agreement on like what's best for him, it's there.
That's dope.
Even though sometimes we might have disagreements, we bump heads. Like, yo, nah, I don't want him with this. Like I said, it's minor. Sometimes I just don't even feed into it. Like I ignore her. Like, even when I know she's doing it on purpose, it's like I ignore her, and then I might change, flip it. Like, yo, what's up though? Like, yo, I was thinking about this just to give her, a different narrative on what for us to talk about and what direction for us to go. But it's not on no like, oh, you can't see your kid. That was never an issue. We set an agreement. We made a schedule on how we gonna do this. If anything ever is opposite of what we talk, we just give each other a call. Yo, you don't gotta come get him, or yo, I'm coming to get him this day.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm gonna bring him back. I'm gonna come get him for a couple hours. I'm gonna take him over here. I'm gonna bring him back. All right, cool. I'm all for
That's
it.
dope. That's really dope.
Communication.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm saying this. Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
it's all about communicating
And respect, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also think it's just putting the child first, because
Yes.
from what I'm hearing, what you're saying is like y'all really put the child first. It's like y'all don't really. And then the other dope thing is that y'all like you said, you guys are no longer together. That was just an agreement between you two.
Yeah.
I think like sometimes the hardest thing, what makes it more challenging when it's not like that. When it's like the guy made a decision to separate or the girl made a decision to separate. You know what I'm saying? And that's when a lot of the trouble we made, may happen. Cause you got situations where guys is being petty, the girl don't want to be with him no more. He done moved on, and now he's just
that comes like that's immaturity.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want to be together.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Y'all made that decision, but that kid still gotta get raised.
Gotta get raised.
So, at the end of the day, put that shit to the side. Get that bread up. To do what the fuck you gotta do for your kid, B.
That's it.
I got 3 baby moms. I always say in my mind like, yo, I want to get to a place where I'm just be like, they all just get along together. Like my biggest challenge is not even me no more. It's just the fact like them they get in there now.
Yeah.
But
that take time. That's just women, bro.
Yeah, just them. Like you know what I'm saying? Like my kid around her, or I want my kid around this person. I don't trust. Listen, at the end of the day, that's the sibling, you know what I'm saying, of your child, like, you know what I'm saying?
And I got 2 boys, so I know how I go,
They different moms?
different moms, so, I'm with, the second one, I mean, my oldest son, the 5-year-old, he's around my girl, so, but, his mom don't be on no, she didn't be around my kid, or, she don't be on that type of time, but for the most part, I know that vibe between them is just like, alright, we ain't there yet. I don't mind the kid because he's old enough to know what's going on. He see what's going on. He talks about you, I'm sure he's in good hands. I trust you around him, but me and you, maybe I just didn't accept that fact with you personally. I tried to get them, sit down. I tried to do the right thing.
As long as they still called you though.
That's all that matters.
They ain't bumping heads, maybe at first it was a little rocky.
Sooner or later,
alright,
just take them both to dinner. When it's really time for it, just sit them both down, take them to dinner. Yo, let's go get something to eat. Let them meet. And once they see that, they could get along, your life gonna be 10 times.
Cause that's the time I'm on right now. I'm trying to fix, I have, like I said, I got 3. So I have one, my oldest daughter and my youngest daughter's mom. They don't get along. Over something. It was cool in the beginning, but then I guess some petty shit happen, I was say some petty shit went down.
Yeah.
They just stop up with each other.
Man.
So, but now, my oldest son and my oldest daughter, their moms, they speak.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And then my youngest daughter and my oldest son, the moms, they speak.
Wow.
So now I'm just trying to work 2 daughters.
Yeah.
So I'm
It
trying to work on
happened.
them. And it happened because I just be having visions of being like, you know, like fucking barbecues and shit, and they all there, and it's just like, yo, fuck it, we lit, like, because I'm real family oriented like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of those people that you be like, yo, you just my baby, my fuck you. Like, it's just like, nah, like, nigga, we had a kid with each other, like, you my family, like, I dap you up, like, we good, whatever, like.
Yeah, you know, you got some people like that though.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's all about who you're dealing with too.
Yeah.
And some
Yeah.
people, you know, mature different than others. So, like I said, you want it to that point where you know you want to
Hell yeah.
have like any occasion you're having, like you want to be able to invite them without them bumping heads. Like, all right, yeah, boom, like yeah, and everybody be like, yo, that's, you know. You feel me? I mean, it ain't cool points, but you know, like, it just like, it don't make you feel like, oh yeah, cause you know, we good, like, you feel me? Like, I got kids, like, these are my kids, this is my life.
I walk in the crib, my son, when I walk in the crib, she's married, so the husband be there, I dap him up, we talking, we chopping.
Yeah, that's how shit's supposed to be, bro.
Yeah, like, we you know, they be having the shit like to bring your dad to breakfast day and shit. Me and the stepdad, we in there together, like, you know what I'm saying, just chilling, like, we eating this shit, we chopping it up, talking to him, like, yo, fix your clothes, nigga, like, we just regular, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of time I like to be on, like, so, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, like, I get it to that point, for real, like, and I'm gonna take what Tron said, like, one of these days, like, when my oldest daughter, her mom live in Atlanta, so she come to New York a lot, she got her own business, so her business is on the road, so, when she come, I'm gonna fix a lot of that shit.
You know
what I'm saying?
You don't take time. I mean, like I said, like it ain't nothing but to try. Like I know in my heart I tried and it was genuine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, even if it wasn't the perfect time right there, and things might have went, like I said, sour, not too crazy, but it was just like, nah, like, you know, I just know, like that just meant like it wasn't that time for that. It's a time and place for that. You feel me? Like who knows? Like my son is 5 and 1, so you know it might be when he's 7, it might be when he's 8.
But
eventually, you know, but whenever it does happen, it's like everything that, you know, they disagreements and all that, I'm sure like all that'll be put behind, like it'll all catch up right then and there, and then, you know, everybody could just walk that narrow line.
Yeah. What type of shit grind your gears, bro? Like,
like I don't like women, like, for example, like don't. Like I'm sure you see this on your timeline too. Like, you know, like the baby moms or like newly mothers. Like, you know, like being a mom is not easy. You know, and a lot of females feel like it's easy. You know, it's not. Like I'm gonna tell you, like it's not. You know, but y'all get on here and y'all more like the kid is a trophy. Granted, you know, this is nature. You can't go against that. But you trying to project it to other people, like, all right, like this is my kid, or F this. Bum ass nigga doing that shit by myself. I'm doing this by myself. No, damn well that man take care of his kids and do whatever he gotta do. Like, you know, whether y'all together or not.
And y'all
like
putting that shit on social media. And don't nobody give a fuck.
Nobody's
paying you no attention.
Nobody, and half of the people don't even know what's going on unless you put it out there. Like, you know,
they just hype that you in your bag, and now they want to entertain it in the comments.
Yeah, like, you know, and it's a circus act. So I just be looking like, yo, you know, like,
what? You look corny.
You do, cause then it's like you went up there, you try to bash me or belittle whoever it is, and then you turn around and then y'all work things out. Who got they
don't be your father that's posting shit and they see you with the kid, you gonna look dumb.
Yeah, like, you know,
especially you definitely gonna look dumb, because a lot of people got the same mutual friends.
Yeah.
Even if the mother and the father not friends on social media, somebody on her
side.
They know you. They see what's going on. You feel me? They, you know, like I said, like, so it's just like, I bet, even if he or she, cause you know some guys do it too. They just like they baby moms for whatever reason. She might got a new nigga. He might not, you know. Like I said, yeah, you feel me? I ain't taking care of my kid.
I can't never see myself being like that.
Yeah, like it's like, yo, bro, like you feel me? Like,
just chill with that.
Yeah, man.
You know, like I don't know what it is, man. Like that shit. I don't know if it's maybe the social media engagement nowadays. Like I'm not saying that it ain't happened like before social media, but you know, like
people, social media
on camera, everything has to be projected, or you know, type.
Social media made it worse. Because now people just like, you know, they feel like they want to just put everything out there. They want the acceptance. So now they put shit out there, and then what makes it worse is if they don't get no type of love when they shit. Like,
like, you know,
it's like they be having 2 likes, You know what I'm saying?
Like when chicks be posting up, I'm single.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Care about that.
Who cares? Like, why you up here talking about you're single? Who cares? Who asked you?
And even and if there's niggas out there that do care, when he do shoot his shot,
You want to shoot him? You ain't give my boy the time with a place like
Cause that ain't the nigga that they want.
Yeah.
That ain't the nigga they want. They want somebody else.
But the nigga you want, he looking at how you move. You feel me? He might be on you, but like I said, you know.
But that's why I be encouraging them to shoot your shots. Sis, hop in the nigga DM instead of going on your timeline. Oh, I'm single. And you know you want a certain person to see that. Just slide in the nigga.
What's up? Hey, how you doing? What's up? Like you feel
like, hey, like something. You start a
react
conversation.
to a picture or something.
Start a conversation.
Well, females are naturally shady, so they don't know how to really engage like to a guy. Like don't get me wrong, like you know, like
when they do it be so stupid though. Like you'll post something on your stories and they'll engage in that, but the way they'll do it and try to show you like, all right, I want to get with this nigga, is just
it don't feel
so
like,
corny. Like,
or it's just like you don't know if that's what their real intentions are.
Yeah.
Like you might think it's just friendly. Like for me, like I never was like some thirsty type nigga. Like so it's like I could speak to a female and just talk. Like it is what it is. Until you show me that you interested and we flirting or some shit, then that's cool. But if I don't get no type of sign, I'm like, oh, she just wanna have a conversation.
Exactly.
You know, just same thing with that shit right there. Girls need to just start being bold if that's what you want.
Yeah. And learn how to have conversations.
And that's another thing I be talking about, like intellect. Like you feel me? I could talk about anything you want to talk about. My mind is gonna go as far as your mind goes. You feel me? So if you talking about the bare minimum, guess what? Our conversation gonna be the bare minimum.
And I'm probably not gonna hit you up.
Yeah,
I'm not
like,
excited to talk to you.
Or when they set the tone sexual, but they ain't really in their intentions.
Yeah.
They set the tone like that.
Yeah.
Just to say, oh, I know the nigga gonna bite on this.
Yeah, you gonna get the conversation. Yeah. That's how you gonna get the attention. That's the bait.
But for me, like you bait me like that, I'm talking to you like that all the time.
Exactly.
Like, you done fucked up now. Like now every time I hit you up, I'm talking shit. Like I'm talking my shit. You done told me this is what you do with your mouth.
Yeah, like you feel me? You talking crazy.
Yeah, now when I'm hitting up on that time, now you like this is all you talk about? Yes. You done put the picture in my mind.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
feel me? Now I'm having fantasies. Like it's you. Like I
told Joe one time, like you need to let me get that off now, so that now I can just move on to the next stage of this shit. But for me, sometimes it be like, yo, like I gotta get that off my mind first. Like, Joe, you think it's all about sex? Now it ain't all about that. But now you put that picture in my mind. Let's take care of that. Then whatever else coming after that.
I got a question for y'all. What's the longest you will wait for sex?
Oh yeah, that's funny. You said that. The other day you was like somebody waiting 27 months.
Ain't no
What's the longest though?
2 or 3 weeks.
Damn, son. What's the longest you ever waited? Answer that.
Answer the first one.
What's the longest you waited?
I know you're on something now, but like.
Nah, I'll probably say like 90 days.
90 days?
Yeah, I'll say 90 for myself too.
I ain't waiting on 90 days.
What's the longest you ever waited? Be honest.
Nah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever waited a long time.
Nah, I might have waited like 7 months.
7 months?
7 months.
For real?
It's around the same time for me too.
That's crazy. I never waited that long in my life. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I never waited that long in my life. I don't know what that shit feel like.
I mean that was like my younger years. Like I don't really know the. You feel me? Like it ain't really average range for you right now. Like you just like
the younger. I'm waiting. Like when I was young, like when I got hip to sex, it was like that's what was it. Like I don't know what waiting was like. Girl was front, and everybody was like, "Man, I'm going somewhere else." Like,
like you know, like I bet, like I'm off there. You know me? But you know, you just young, you learning, like you know me.
But now like on a mature state, like I wouldn't mind on some waiting shit. You know what I'm saying? Like being more mature than I am now. Like my immature stage, I wasn't waiting. But what I feel like the more mature you get is like. And the more mature a woman gets, like they ain't really on that waiting time neither like that.
They
you know what I'm saying? They're not on that waiting time. Like
they not.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, some of them actually are, some of them not. Like you know, like I had conversations like not with me, like you know, like just regular genuine conversations, and you know, just open up to like, you know, just vent. Like I ain't like pushing on, but you know, we just have regular conversation, just chopping it up, you know. And that's kind of good sometimes too, because it shows you like how to deal with females, you know. That's why I'm like, oh, like I always hear the saying like, oh, you can't have female friends, guys can't. I'm like, no, you actually can. Like I have some pretty good female friends. Like I don't look at them that way. Like I probably could go out with them, drink, get faded, you feel me? We probably crash at my crib, I crash at their crib, and you know, I won't try nothing funny, like, you know, like, it's alright, cool, like, you feel me? Like, so.
What you think about women that, you know, they let you know, like, you know, sex is something that, you know, they want, but they don't act on it because of what they feel you might think of them? What would you say about that? For me, I feel like, you know, I would tell them, like, listen, like we grown, I'm not trying to judge you, like, if this is something you want, like why are you holding yourself back from that? Or because of what you think, like, you're not holding it back because I want to see what type of guy he is. Now, you know exactly what you want, but you hold him back because you think that I might think you a hoe afterwards or something, or you might feel like you're low because you gave in early. What do you think about that?
I mean, like I said, like, you know, it's that saying, like, you know, waiting won't make you a wife, but you know, first night, you know, won't, you know, like it won't make you, it don't make you a hoe neither. But like, you feel me? Like sex is natural. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I honestly ask yourself, what do you really want me to do? Like, this is how the world, you know, people pop, like, you know, procreate, reproduction. Like, this is natural. You feel me?
That's definitely a fact, man.
I think females need to just be more honest with themselves as far as they sexual, you know, like
desires, whatever. You know,
be more open.
Be straight. You be surprised, like, you know, no strings attached.
You want fuck.
You know, like, you feel me? Like,
Yo, I had this girl that's like, you know, I've been adding females like on social media, like solely just to like, you know, for eye candy. Like I don't even hit them up. I might like, you know, like a picture. I won't even comment. I just like the picture. I just, you know, different things like that, you know. So I had like, this is girl. She's like, you know, she's like one of the typicals. She tatted up, different things like that. And
she's appealing.
Appealing, you know. So like, you know, I might put the little heart on there, heart picture, like you know, Facebook. You know, we got the interactions and shit. So I might do the heart interaction or whatever the case may be. And then like, you know, she just got bold one day, like, and just hit me up, but it was on some, yo, send me $50.
Yo, I sent the message.
I showed him yesterday. She said, send me $50. And mind you, I never spoke to this girl. I just interact on her post. And then she said, and then the next messages after that was like, yo, I need childcare. I'm trying to turn up tonight. Send me $50 and shit like that. I just left it on rec. I'm over here like,
yo, that's
like these women these days be on some, they be bold. Like just because they see like, oh yeah, he likes what he see, you can get something out.
I mean, love is love at the end of the day. Like, you feel me? I'm not loving your picture because I want you or, you know. It's a nice pic. Love. If it's funny, I'm a ha. I just like you put up a funny post, right? You have 50 ha-has and then one cornball just got a like it. You feel me? Like, why you fucking up my rhythm? Like, you feel me? What nigga just gonna press a like, haha, I forgot to laugh. You feel me?
Like, you've seen 49, 50 ha-ha interactions.
Even if you ain't feel that way, you could have just been like, alright, bad, fuck it, everybody else did it. Like, you feel me? Let me not even mess up the rhythm. You gotta be the one oddball to really just press it. Like, yo, you know, it was even that funny. Like, get your big ass out of here. Like, but that's the thing. That's the art of social, you know, media. You're supposed to engage. Like, you feel me? I'm having conversations with people that, you know, I never thought I would even have conversations with. Not because, you know, like, I don't want to talk to them. It's just like, alright, I put up something funny. I might laugh, they might comment back, you know. And now, before you know it, everybody's sharing funny jokes, you feel me, posts, everybody's engaging, and that's the way it's supposed to be. But you know, some people just like, you know, they use the tool improperly, and you know, that shit just backfires all the time. Like, you like, damn, like.
My pet peeve on Facebook, man. You already know what my shit is. I think you know what I'm about to say it. I say it all the time on Facebook. Share my fucking public posts. My shit got the globe on it.
You want to copy and paste.
You want to copy my post. Like,
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? Like,
yeah, man. A lot of people be taking my posts. I
Yo,
don't know
I be
why y'all
tight.
think y'all so slick.
I delete them now. I ain't gonna hold like now you can't see my post. We ain't friends no more.
Yeah, you feel me? Like I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, they try to the slick shit. They try to switch this shit around.
Yeah,
add a little something.
hashtag.
Yeah,
You feel
like,
me?
yo, that's my
Emoji. You
post,
look like
bro.
your fam. Like
It's the same shit. I just
you ain't even like my shit. You ain't love it. You ain't ha. You ain't say yo real. You ain't put the 100 emoji under it. Like you just took my shit and just made it seem like it was yours.
One time somebody told me though, they did one of my posts that said RP, like repost. I'll comment back, share my shit. Share my shit, dude. And then, let me tell you, and ever since I started like unfollowing those people, I be getting like he be saying I be having like 500 shit, 1,000 shit.
Yeah.
Like, I be going crazy now. My numbers is running up because that's people, and that's the same shit even with the music content. I think it's the same way. Like you know what I'm saying, like. Some people be like, oh, he do his vlogs like this. Let me try to take the same shit.
Yeah, the same concept, the same. You feel me? Like formation. Like nah, we're not doing that. Same
They want
format.
to do the hashtag. Like yo, they want to do everything just like.
Yeah,
it's cool to be inspired by somebody, and they motivate you to do something. Like okay, he doing like that. Let me get my own way to do it.
What do you think about when people think like your social media personality is like who you truly are? What do you think about that?
I really hate that though. I really hate that.
Like I said, that comes with content. Like I learned that. Like say for example, like how many super fly bum ass niggas you probably came across? You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, girls sending subs, niggas sending subs, alpha niggas. Like you feel me? Just like fam, like your shit ain't together. We all not perfect. Like stop trying to make it seem like. We all on or we all rich, like you feel me? Like it ain't like that. Some people just know how to maintain better than others.
Yeah. When
they see you, that's when they come down to life. Like you always see the person that portray to be like the richest or whatever. You always see them in a place where they ain't the richest. Like like we both in the train station looking at each other like
like you feel me?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
you ain't doing no better than me. I ain't doing no better than you.
Then it's like, you know, you might comment or you might say something to them or write them. They do the Hollywood, I ain't responding to you. They see you in person, they like.
I actually unfollowed somebody for that. Like I said, like, you know, like I was trying to really get into the art of like, you know, trying to show support to other people. So, you know, like they put up a snippet of their music. And, you know, like I recited the lines. Like, you know, the song was crazy. The beat, everything. I hit the person up like, yo, when you dropping this song, when you said this, you left me on scene. I'm following. Like, you could have easily said, yo, I'm putting the song out this day, yo, Like, I recited it, so that should automatically tell you, like, yo, I'm tuned into your shit. You got my attention. So now, you feel me? You got my full attention. I hit you up, yo, what's good? Yo, you know, left me on scene. I thought about it. I said, you know what? Why are you here? You ain't never shit none of my shit, you know? Like, I mean, you posted one time, like, when I put up a video, you know, tagged you in it, like, you know, but like I said, it was just like, at this point, just like, all right, you gotta go. I gotta click. You know, that right there, that was the icing on the cake. Like, I hit you up, yo, what's good? Like, it's easy to be like, oh, nah, I got new music. You know, people do it to me. Yo, you drop some new music. Now, I got a lot of stuff on the way. You feel me? It just take time. You know, but just don't leave nobody on scene. Like
you dead see them, then they just go out and start posting it. But the thing with that with me is like, keep that same energy off of social media. If you see me like that, leave the unseen me. You ain't see me. I'm sure like I ain't see you. You let me on scene, I ain't see you.
You feel me? That's like that Will Smith meme. You feel me? Like the girl you trying to holler at, you see in the street, she about to get raped. She turned her face like,
I ain't see that.
He turned his face like, that should be crazy.
That shit crazy, yo. Yo, that's my biggest pet peeve right there, man. I really hate when people do that on social media. And also to piggyback with what you were saying, I try to explain, like, you know, to certain people, like, they be like, oh, you this way on Instagram, you this way on that. Because every social media platform, every social media platform is different. When I'm on Twitter, I may be more talking about, like, you know, the empowerment of our people. I may be talking about relationships, love, because that's a conversational based platform. On Twitter, a lot of people were promoting. I tell people like, yo, don't do too much promotion on it because it's a conversational based. It's kind of like what Truth and Tron podcast is. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's the platform for that. We talk about whatever we talk about. People engage, they share your tweets, they retweet, whatever the case. On Facebook, it's more like you realize it's more like friend, family oriented. So then that's where you display more of your character. Like so I do more of my character on there. Like like joking on
Like,
shit.
joking on that
you
shit.
feel me?
So here's the pet peeve. People think that's you 24/7. And I'm like, nigga, after that post, I am not him anymore.
Yeah, like that was just what came to my mind. I let that thing, you feel me? I just wrote it because it was funny, you know. Like
now I'm back to my normal life. Like
Right.
people expect you to be that way though. Like they want you to be funny all day, and it's like, nah, that's not who I am.
yeah, like you know, I read a post like that. It was like people who are bored, you know, those people are dangerous. You know, and like I try to tell people like you gotta stay, you know, preoccupied at times. Like you know, like keep yourself into something, whether it's reading, writing. Like sometimes I might not even be in a writing mood, but I just listen to beats. I might just go through my email and a producer might have had emailed me and I'm like, alright, bet, let me just take the time to go see what his sound like. You know, like it's just like that, and I might be like, like you feel me, like. If my mom was like, yo, you listen to the beats with like, you know, with no songs, like they not even saying nothing, like. I'm like, Ma, it's instrumentals, like, you know, like, that's what they do.
Yeah, boredom is a dangerous place to dwell, you know what I'm saying?
It's a devil's playground, they say, you feel me? Like,
yourself doing
yeah, you feel me? You be ended up in a crazy, like, damn, I did this all because I was bored. Like,
All
you know?
my bad decisions came from boredom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Fucking a chick you ain't think you was
You feel me? Like, you ain't the one.
You gonna see her.
Yeah, let me fuck it. Everybody else ain't answering. I'm bored. You know what I mean?
It's 2 in the morning, I'm bored.
You feel me? Like, yo, they ain't answering. Let me just go over here and just.
Word.
Now, let me see what's up. You feel me?
Yeah, last night we had this nigga.
What happened to What happened to
Yo, when we had the picture of the fat joint, nigga said, I dead bold the bitch this fat was
He said
that bitch is mad big though. That had to be like a boy. Like,
you know, I'm gonna tell you, it was boredom, but it wasn't even too much like of the boredom because, like, in the pictures, I knew she was big because most of our pictures had most of the pictures had the, you know, the shoulder up, but she was a pretty girl, like, you know, she put shit together and all that. No, the weed, the Beyonce twirl and all that down. Like, okay, like she right. She had her nice streaks and shit. Like, oh, she pretty. Like, all right. So I'm like, you know.
I feel like every nigga got a secret fat.
But I'm saying she was big. She was big. Like, so I'm over here like this. I'm like, yo, we flirting back and forth for shit. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, like, I'm gonna check you. Like, she was trying to give me the pull up for the longest, and I was just like. Flirting with her, but I didn't really want to do it because I knew she was like a bigger one. And now I got nothing against bigger women. It's just that my preference is a different purpose. So, but she was like, you know, the stuff she was saying was like intriguing. So like, so then it became that boring night. And I started thinking about that shit she was saying. So she like, yo, man, just I get the room for her. Just come right now. Like, all you gotta do is worry about how to get here, and I take care of the rest. I'm like, all right. So I'm pulling up, and then when she opened the door. I just looked like this, gave her a hug, like, hey, what's up? Like, my mind, I'm like, yo, I didn't know she was this big.
God damn!
Yeah, I didn't know she was this big. So, you know, me like, I try to be, I'm gonna just make this night for what it was. She already had like fucking champagne and shit.
Fuck it, you just drowned yourself, right? You just like, fuck it, let me just start sipping now.
Sipping that shit. We sipping together, we listen to music, sipping together. She got candles and shit. I'm like, oh,
that's crazy.
She set the tone right.
She was trying to move me.
She's like, yeah,
strikes.
Word, she was on some. She needed a massage and shit. I was giving the big drink the massage and shit, trying my best to do the perfect massage. I'm like, you know, you got to get in certain like areas and shit. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I end up. But let me tell you though, the funny thing with that though, like to be serious, like that was like one of the like craziest sexual experiences I had. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, usually like. You have like you don't really be having like after you do the first round you be like yo second I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I was that too with her like it was like
you was going for the heavyweight title.
like cause she like
you wanted that championship.
Cause it was like cause it was the shit that she was doing like it's like so that's when that experience showed me that you know like
it's not all about love.
Yeah, like and like how you present yourself. It's all about it's not. It's like what they do. Like cause like and that's when I learned more about sex that night because. I used to think like, you know, a lot of us men do. We look like, we think of sex like, yo, is she bad? She probably should get me aroused. No, that's how we look at it now. If a girl know how to, like, you know, make you tick the right way, like, you know what I'm saying, shit's gonna go up right. And she was one of those women that she knew how to say it. She whispering in your ear. She doing all
you know what I mean?
She was doing some things. So it's like I'm like, oh,
had you stuck right in the trance, like you know what?
This is the point to where like afterwards I was sitting there like damn, like this, she really got me in that type of bag. Like it shit had me thinking like about like your preference and what's really real. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you got a preference. But it's like, so now it's a battle between your preference and like, you know, I don't really fuck with this type of girls though.
She was probably like well experienced.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, and that's all it is.
Most of the women that be bad are like, is your preference. Yeah. You be getting them and you be like.
Now we physical creatures, that's why like, so you feel me? I catch the attention of everything. Like, see a fire joint, we be like, damn, she nice. Like,
it be the bitch you want it so bad, you get her, you be like, damn, that was
yeah, like this what it be? Like,
that's what it's here for?
Yeah.
Tight.
We physical, man. That's all it is. But like I said, that's why I play that type of game now. Like I said, like you gotta tap into a female mind. You feel me? See what she into. You feel me? I be throwing wild cards out there. I might be like, yo, you into Pokemon? Let me see what type of childhood she had. Let me see if she remembers. You feel me? Not you just have to because they bring up some crazy. Like you feel me? You be talking like, yeah, boom. I want to go to Roof Chris. I want to go to STK. Like you feel me? You just be looking like
that's it.
Like that's you feel me? Like, but you don't got a favorite animal.
They be throwing that out there at you to see what you gonna do too. Like they'll throw that Roof Chris, but they don't be really wanting to go there. They just throw those names out because they heard it before.
Yeah, nah, but I'm gonna put up a fight. That's what I said. Like, yo, you don't got a favorite animal? What's your favorite color? Like, you feel me? Yo, you know anything about the moon and the stars? Like, the universe, the planets? Like, you think the earth is flat or round? Like, yeah, you feel me? I want to hear about, yo, boom, Fetty Wap and Alexis Scott motor. You feel me? Yeah, like, you feel me? Or, yo, A1 moms on Love and Hip. Like, you feel me? I be looking like, yo, what you have to do with us? Like they signed up for that.
Yo, what about women that have like, you know, like I feel like, you know, like mental health is important and mental illnesses is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing for that is like when you come across a girl like that, you know what I'm saying? And during the conversation you could tell that damn she's inflicted, like she's been through some shit.
Yeah.
Do you like would you be kind of like scared they want to even go further, or are you like a healer? Like I feel like I'm a healer. Do you feel like you a healer there and you want to be able to try to fix her? You know, what type of person are you? Like, what's your characteristics?
I feel like I'm a healer. You know, like I said, and that's only because like I'm a welcoming person. Like I'm open arms. Whatever conversation you want to have, we can have. Like whatever it is you want to talk about, we could talk about. Like But it's also about, like I said, it's about the female, you know? Like sometimes I might joke, like I might see a female post something funny and she just might be dead serious. I might LOL, yo, seek help, you know? But I know she's dead serious, like, you know, she's dead serious and that's just how it goes, you know?
So we good now? Alright, so we rock out for the next few. Alright, because he said the joint going down. Alright, we got like, what, 2?
Yeah, I got like 2 minutes left.
Right. Yeah, so yeah, I feel like that same thing too, but in a way, like it's like I feel like I'm a healer as well. Like I'm the type of person that like let you vent and all that, like, but it is a scary thing because like you said, like what's your childhood like, and I feel like what I've grown to understand is that childhood traumas, like it really plays a part in like people's lives. And that shit can either make a person or break a person, either make a relationship or break a relationship. And that's the scary part, you know what I'm saying? So it comes down to like, yo, what do I do? Like I wanna be the healer that I am for this person, but I also wanna still keep my sanity as well, you know? So that's the part that's harder for me, you know?
And it's pressure too, like I said, like I grew up with both parents in the house, so when the female be like, oh, I'm like, how you gonna tell me? Like my moms and pops been together until my mom's passed in September, so it's just like, you feel me? Like, yeah, so it's like, you can't tell me, like, I seen that, like, you know, like, whatever they went through, I can't even remember, you know? You feel me? Like, it's like they never, I can't remember them, like, I'm not saying that they ain't have an argument, a minor argument, or my pop saying, like, you know what, I'm gonna walk out the house, get some air, I'll be back. You know, I seen those scenarios, but I ain't never seen, like, where him and my mom's got into a physical, or like, so ain't, like that, is that saying that they saying like, oh, people was based on raised on survival and love, and it's just like, love is survival, you feel me? Like, and you can't tell me that love is survival, because like as boys, you know, we go outside, you know, our moms, like once we hit that coming of age, we go outside, we start learning the streets, and you know, whether it's going to play basketball or chasing a girl, like whatever it is, you know, you could go hours, your moms ain't speak to you, she's like, yo, first thing she say, yo, are you all right? She might send you a text, are you all right? You ate anything, make sure you eat. You know, my mom's always told me like, yo, always take care of yourself from outside, like, you know? Feel me? So that was just, those are survival tactics, and you know, like, I used to always ask her like, yo, ma, how you remember to go over here or go over here? She was just like, you just gotta remember, like, learn your environment, learn your streets, you know, and stuff like that. So when people be saying that, I just feel like that was just like a trend because they followed somebody, some fake love guru that try to, you know, put that on, you know, in everybody's mind, like, no, love is survival. You feel me? Like, you know, stay tuned. Like I said, it's a marathon. It's not a race. You know.
Yeah.
I said that in one of my new records. I'm dropping a new record on the 1st. That's this Friday's coming up, and I'm shooting a video on the 9th. So I'm gonna give you the info. And I said something like that in that joint too. So I'm glad you even said that line. All right, man. Tron podcast, man. Niti, make sure you follow him on all social media. Niti Original, Twitter and Instagram. It's my boy Tron. We present. We here.
Man.
Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Tron podcast.
Shout out Hipster Radio.
Yeah.
All right.